Refresh on here. Hello, everyone. Are we on yet?
No.
Yeah, we're on.
Oh, are we? We're not on mine.
Oh, okay. Well, maybe. I don't know.
Yeah, we are now.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay.
Hi, everybody.
Hey, guys. Sorry. We were having a little bit of problems here.
Yeah, me and my technical problems.
But I think we got it worked out.
Yeah, I think so. Yep,
Hey,
there we go.
Arlene.
Yay.
How you doing, Miss Arlene?
So raise your hand if you're cold.
Not me.
Not me.
Me.
But yeah, I was gonna say not yet, but it's cold. It's just not. And they've already called off school.
Oh, wow.
Well, I say that they've called off going to school, but they still have school. But I told Allie if it snows, I will be sending a note to her teacher in the morning explaining that she will be late due to unforeseen circumstances.
Yep.
So there.
If there was not, that's one of the drawbacks of all this online stuff now. There is no more snow days.
Hey, Carla. It's not freezing chilly here. Ooh, that's cold.
That's very cold.
Yeah.
Yep. That is cold.
Well, my grandson's in Texas, and they are still having snow days.
Oh, yeah. It's bad in Texas.
But they have virtual. But what the teachers do is list their assignments, and that's it.
Yep. Wow.
So he's like, at 9 o'clock, he's like, Grandma, I'm bored.
Last I heard from Laura was about 3 o'clock, and her power had just gone out.
Oh, no.
That's not good.
Yeah.
She has had a. Hi there, James. She has had a heck of a year for that. I'll tell you.
Yeah.
My youngest grandson's sick.
I just realized I need to go ask my better half if we have gas for the generator. If not, we may have another panel member in here while he goes and gets it. Hang on just a second. Because we got ice coming, so you know.
Oh, yeah.
Hey, Cam, do we have gas for the generator, baby? Okay, perfect. Thank you.
Just so you know, Christy.
I should have known he had gas.
Christy.
Okay. All right. I'm going to refresh, guys. I've got spins.
Are you spinning around? Alley cat time.
Hi, Carla. Hi, Jane.
Who did we lose this time?
Christy.
Oh.
Christy had to refresh.
Well, Carla, it turns out that he was, as usual, very prepared. So
I like the tone of voice he used.
Yes. What's that?
I like the tone of voice he used. Like, yes, did you really think I would not be prepared?
Exactly.
Did you catch that too, Jane?
I did.
Yeah. My job to worry and his job to put up with my worrying, I guess.
It was almost like, do you have to ask?
He's going to take care of those girls.
He always does.
Well, this
He
has got
always
some
does.
sparkle in it. Ooh, I might have to contact this girl and see does she sell this in large quantities.
What is it?
It's a subscription box that I belong to, Little Riviera Studio, and
Mhm.
it's handmade watercolors,
Mm.
and you get about this much each month.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
I'll bet it'll last. Though.
it's not very much. I mean, the subscription wasn't very much. I really like
And
these
it's
colors.
called Little Riviera.
Little Riviera Studio. It's on Crate Joy.
Oh, okay.
Because all the subscription boxes on Crate Joy are discounted. Carla's disappointed. No
I
allocation.
know. Oh, that doesn't mean she's not going to try to sneak in here at some point. So
She can
if
always come
nothing
in.
else, we'll have Ellen on the screen pretty soon.
I just love her little voice.
She is. I wish you could have seen the look on her face when we're like, Allie, the superintendent just called and they're calling off school. And she was like, yeah. She just rolled her eyes like, of course they did.
Yeah, tell me something new, Mom.
Yeah. Well, and it was funny because like when we told her she was going back to school this week, she was like, yeah, they'll find another reason to close it. And I'm like, how sad is that? You know?
Yeah.
But at least she's happy that she gets to sleep in tomorrow. So
That's true. It's always an upside. So are you getting just snow or ice?
what they're saying is ice, but I'm looking at the radar and it just if we dodge it, then I did something really, really good in a past life. So because it looks scary.
Oh man.
And I mean, usually like if Laura's getting it in Louisiana, that means it's coming to Georgia. And you know how that works in North Carolina. If Atlanta gets it, we're screwed.
Yep, if it's coming from the south, it's going to be bad. That's what we've always said.
Yep. Okay, so I'm just going to do clear crystals on this inner circle, I think. Since there's metallic gold on the outside, what do you think?
Yeah, I think that'd be pretty.
So, and then on all of them.
Sorry, go ahead.
Oh, I was just going to say, so far I'm just putting like these little sewing machine charms.
Oh,
So,
cute.
Yeah.
Oh. Yeah, that goes good with snippets.
Yep. All right. Let's see here. Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt you there.
No, it's fine. Jean Peter, what are you making?
A mess.
I love it.
I'm working on embellishments. Here, I don't think I should. Well, I may have sent you guys a picture, but here is my little flowers from last time. I've already got them bagged up. My little water.
You did show us that. I like that.
I got a couple of sets, and then there's some. I think the word is concentric. Is that right? When they're all right inside of each other, like concentric circles. I don't know, but they're all varying sizes, circles, out of splattered vellum. So I've still got more, but they're so much fun, and I don't know, maybe nobody's gonna like them, but I do. So
I do.
I do. They're pretty.
So I have all of my stuff in bags for embellishments. I'm going to have some of my little painty clustery things where I've stitched fabric or not fabric, just different papers together in little, I don't know. They're not really clusters, but I'm sure somebody would argue with me. They're not intended for clusters. There we go. That's why I should say it.
Well, I'm going to open the boxes back up tonight and take the books out and mail them media, and that way I can give more. I can stuff more ephemera in the boxes.
Yeah, Johnny had a terrible time with the ledgers when she tried to send those media mail but they were really big too.
Did she ever get that straightened out?
I'm not sure if she ever straightened it out like with her postmaster. I think everybody got their ledgers though.
I think
that's
it was
good.
kind of like from a standpoint of different post offices did different things.
Mhm.
Yeah.
I mean, I have one ledger. I'd be terrified to mail it anywhere. Wow, Judy.
Here, let me see if I can get a little closer.
She is so pretty.
Whoop, there she is. Lights kind of in shadowy. There she goes.
So what are you working on? Is that one where you use the Bristol paper or something?
No, this is watercolor, 140 pound watercolor paper.
Mm-hmm.
And just layers and layers of watercolor and pencil, and that's it. So right now I'm just still working on her face. When I first started her, she just had a face in the middle of this white paper. It was really strange.
Yeah.
So, but I wanted this flower fantasy. I don't know. I'm not sure exactly how this part is all going to come out, because it may just be really blended out, not so developed, because I thought I might go in with white Posca pen and do scribbles and I haven't decided whether I'm going to just blur this whole back out or not. I don't know. So, but I'm getting
Do you
to
still
almost,
have the gold flake?
huh? Yeah, I have plenty of gold flake. I bought a box of it. I've got enough to do a bunch of stuff with it. So, but I mean, I'm just now, developing her eyes and her face and the shape. So, but I wanted to flesh in all the pretty flowers and all that to come in. So I'm going to pull out a little bit. So
What size is your watercolor paper?
I use 11 by 17, but she will be cut to, well, come on, I can't do this very well. She'll be cut down to a 11 by 14. So that she'll fit in a standard frame.
Did you get the paper from Dick Blick?
No, I got it on sale. This one is Canson. I got it on sale. I'll show you what it is.
I've been having a hard time finding the larger ones, and I want to take it. Oh, okay.
This is 11 by 15, and it's the 140 pound, 30 grams. This is not my favorite paper.
Now, does that hold up well with layers, though?
Sort of. Not as well as my Strathmore. I actually like my Strathmore better. The yellow. Let's see if I have it.
Hi, Susie. Hi, Darla.
I don't
Hey,
have
Darla.
that. I have this Strathmore, this one, but I like it. This one is 11 by 15. It's also 140, 30 gram, but the yellow one is 140, 400 instead of 140, 400. I like the yellow Strathmore better than I like anything so far that I've used.
Yeah, I use the Strathmore for my landscape and scenery painting. I like it a lot.
But this one, you have to have something that's going to hold up to scrubbing off to get this light colors. You have to be able to scrub off the paint, and if you're not careful, let me move this over. So these are scrubbed off areas, and if you're not careful, you'll cause the paper to pill up and even get a hole in it if you're not careful. So I'm not sure. This one holds up pretty well. I've made a couple places where I've made huge mistakes that caused a lot of pilling, but I've covered that up now.
Paula wants to know, is it cold pressed?
This is cold press. Yeah. Hot press is very expensive, and I can't afford hot press to do things that I'm just practicing and playing with. So the key, if you're going to use the lift off technique that I do, you have to use paper that's not cotton. I like to work with cotton paper, the really expensive cotton fiber, but this one is a what do they call it? It's not cotton, and it does the lift off. Cotton really absorbs the color, and you can't get it to lift like this. And it's very expensive too. So yeah. I just like I'm just playing and practicing. So I just need stuff that I can afford.
Yeah, well, so far, only one of these I like. Somebody probably got a toy.
I'm sorry. Can you guys hear that? I've got the doors closed too.
Yeah, it's fine. I love hearing that sound.
I'm loving it.
That's my doggies playing with their daddy.
What kind of dog do you have, Judy?
Huh? What'd you say?
What breed of dog do you have, Judy? What kind?
Oh, I have 4 dogs. I have 2 Labradors and 2 Golden Doodles. The smallest one.
Golden Doodles.
Golden Doodle, Golden Retriever, and Poodle.
That had to have been a fun night.
Those are no, a standard size poodle. My Golden Doodle.
Oh.
Okay. I have a Golden Doodle that's 108 pounds.
Whoa.
Yeah. And that's the female. The male Golden Doodle is 90. And then I have a lab that's 107 pounds and another lab that's 80 pounds. So yeah, I got 4 big old puppies.
What? I don't have your dog food bill.
My what?
Your dog food bill. I thought my dogs were expensive to feed.
Oh, yeah, we were buying this other kind of food, but we found that we were buying a duck and potato food and found out that one of our dogs is allergic to potatoes.
Oh no.
So we switched over to lamb and rice, but we buy our stuff at Tractor Supply. So it's a high quality. We have it shipped right to the house. It's good prices. So yeah, they're a little pricey. But there are babies.
Yeah, our dog food was delivered today, and I said, then I figured it would come on a day pizza my home. I just kept turning the box over side, end over end, and rolled it in the house.
Mm-hmm.
When they deliver our dog food, they put it between the glass door and the front door. And so when I open up the front door, it just falls in the house.
Oh, it's nice. Maybe I'll put that in the comments on the next time I order. So what's everybody in chat doing tonight?
Darla loves the puppies. Puppies. Puppies.
Puppies. Yeah, I know.
Puppies.
Darla loves puppies.
Oh, that's right. I did leave a sucker. I'm sorry.
There we go.
We have 3 dogs. We have one that I have no idea how much he weighs because he won't go in the car. So he doesn't get to the vet nearly enough. But he never leaves the yard. So, but hubby even says, I don't know what we're going to do when something happens to him. Who's going to pick him up?
Backhoe?
True.
Yeah, we've talked about that in reality. We've done it, my husband and I, we would actually have to, we'd have to get a sheet. We figured it out. We'd have to get a sheet and roll the dog on the sheet and sheet carry them to the car and put them in the back of the car. That's the only way we could do it. The hatchback of the SUV.
Yeah, I think that's probably what we'd have to do.
Arlene says that her dog Piper is 118 pounds and still growing.
Oh my goodness. Well, now I'd say my doggies aren't growing. They're getting fat. I got one dog that's got to be on a diet. She's bad.
Yeah, they told us Lena absolutely has to go. That her heart rate is lower.
Mm.
Well, my little one, my Bella, yeah, she's about as tall as she is around.
I have a Bella. My Bella's my white lab. Those of you who are my Facebook friends can see my dogs on my Facebook page. I have them on there all the time.
I love the conversations they have.
Oh, yeah, they talk all the time. Yeah, they do. Yep. Leia's the tattletale. She tells on everybody, especially her brother, Redford.
Yeah, mine talk too. Where's the food?
Oh.
Is it time to eat yet? My God, woman, you're starving us to death.
Oh, yes.
You know, when I bought these watercolors, I didn't think that I would really use them too much. I didn't get a really good set, but it wasn't the worst. I actually hit bottom of 3 of them, of my little pans. I think that's pretty darn good for me.
I prefer watercolor. I mean, I would do some, I have done oils. I haven't done them in years now, but I prefer watercolor to acrylic painting. It's easier to clean up your mess.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, both of mine are beagles too, Susie. I love my beagles.
When I started really painting and doing some classes on watercolor, I got frustrated with the watercolors I was using, and finally I just had to knuckle down and had to buy high quality, artist quality, and very, very pricey, but oh my God, I see such a difference in the pigmentation and the brightness. There's no chalkiness. So it's a huge difference to me working with artist grade as opposed to a student grade.
I don't care what kind it is. I can get it mixed good enough that I like the color. If I don't use it, I will up the ante. I have a cat who has temper tantrums for cat treats.
Oh,
That's cute, Carla. I miss my kitty.
When my kids were staying here late last fall, their cat was here. And his name is Vader, for Darth Vader. But I called him Damn It Cat.
kitty. I bet that kitty was glad to leave. See, Grandma gave me a complex.
Yeah, and he still loves on me when I come over, so it's all good.
No, cats are so arrogant. It's probably sitting there thinking, this woman has got something wrong with her. She can't even remember my name.
That's probably true.
I never forget when Pete and I first met. He says, I hate cats. I don't want nothing to do with a cat. The cat's a no-go. When we get married, the cat can't come. I said,
Okay, yeah, okay.
okay, I hear you. So I told him, I said, well, then it's a no-go. We'll never get married because I won't give up my cat.
Yeah, really.
First time he came in my house, that cat went right to him, and I kept telling him, no, Garfield, no. You know, stay away, stay away. He doesn't like cats. He got up on his lap, and within 10 minutes, that man was in there petting that cat.
Aww.
It's like Garfield says, huh, you don't like me? Watch this.
Pull my beer.
Yeah.
Okay. Let's see. I am going to paint this clipboard if it's the last thing I do.
Did you guys see my new book?
No, what is
Got
it?
it.
The B word.
Oh, yeah.
It takes one to know one.
Oh, yeah.
I thought this was the funniest thing, and I have to read to you the first thing that I seen when I opened it. Now I can't find it, but well, poo. It really was funny. I just love the
Debbie.
pictures. Hi,
You
Debbie.
Hey, Debbie.
Here we go. Here we go. These two beautiful women. Sorry, we only carry sizes 1, 3, and 5. You could try Sears.
Boy, have I ever heard that.
I thought it was the funniest thing I had heard.
That's kind of mean. Oh, well, taking into consideration what book it is. Okay, yeah, that does make sense.
Yep. I was going to say, that was my childhood.
Either I am very naive or it really didn't happen, but honestly, I don't remember oh heck, being teased about my weight.
I was
But
such
honestly, I
a
wasn't
scrawny
big as a
thing.
child.
I was scrawny as a child.
Up until 9th grade, my uncle used to tell me if I'd stick out my tongue and turn sideways, I'd pass for a zipper.
Yep. That's what my brothers used to tell me.
But the worst thing I ever heard, and I wish with all my might I could have it over because I have the perfect comeback. But I was walking into Hobby Lobby while a mother and her child were walking out. And the little boy just looked at his mom and says, "She's huge."
Oh my God.
And I just smiled and went on. And of course, the little boy got in trouble. And if I would have been smart, I would have said, yes, this is what happens when you don't eat your vegetables.
That would have been perfect.
Oh, gosh. Well, there has to be something in there. I had taken Allie to, you ever heard of the kids store called the Children's Place?
Oh, yeah.
Okay. So Ken had I know he was in line with us, or either hanging towards the back of the line or whatever. But get up to the front of the line, put the clothes there, and she looks down at Allie and she goes, "Oh, she's so cute. Is that your granddaughter?"
Oh,
And I'm like, "Yes, you should see her mom. She's a hottie." And at that moment, you could see the cashier figured it out, and the people behind me just busted out laughing. I was just like, "There's no way I was going to let that woman get by with it without something."
Yeah.
we're talking
That
about being
was back when I was nice to other humans.
talk about being picked on as kids. The worst thing my mother ever did to me was in the 3rd grade. She bought me a pair of red patent leather shoes and gave me a home perm. Now, keep in mind, I have always been tall for my age, which meant my feet were proportionate. And my hair was frizzed out like you would not believe. And I went to school so happy in my red patent leather shoes. And all the kids immediately started calling me Bozo.
Oh, man.
And that nickname stuck for a long time.
That has been the only upside to the remote learning. You know that?
My neighbor and I were talking about that the other day, that her son is still doing e-learning, and she said that she's not upset about it because he's in the marching band, and he's kind of he's not one of the real sporty popular kids.
Mm-hmm.
He says that's the upside of the e-learning is he doesn't come home with his feelings hurt. But to me, he's an adorable boy.
How old is he, or about what grade?
He just turned 16.
Oh, wow.
Kids are so cruel.
They are.
I gotta take this.
Alrighty.
I love those questionnaires that come up on Facebook about high school. And would you do it again? I'm like, who in the world, outside of the homecoming queen, who would do it again?
Yeah, for real.
I mean, that was terrible. And I mean, my high school was, I went to what I thought was a pretty good high school, and gosh knows I probably wouldn't be here today had not been for my ROTC instructor, but that didn't mean I have not been to one reunion, and I will not go to one.
Yeah, one of the guys I dated in high school, now an attorney in our hometown, and he bothers the heck out of me on Facebook every time a reunion's coming up. Please come, please come. No. No, not going.
My high school had 750 graduates here in Tampa, and I've not attended one, not one, but it's interesting. I don't think they have any. It's really weird. It's really weird. So I don't care. I would never go. I hated high school. The only thing I loved was band, and that's the only thing I lived for.
Well, this might sound cruel, but we have a page for the Hopewell High School deceased on Facebook. I joined it to see who died.
Oh gosh.
And I don't remember. I was shocked when so I retired 2 years ago, and I worked for 13 years in the school district. The school that I worked in had no idea that 3 of the women that I worked with, I actually went to high school with.
Wow.
Had no idea. We were talking one day and we talked about high schools, and I said, yeah, I went to Chamberlain. They went, you went to Chamberlain? Oh my God, so did I. And I'm like, really? What year? Yeah, I graduated, and we all graduated the same year.
Wow.
But I'm like, one was a cheerleader. I was a nerd. I was a nobody, and I was in the band, and I was real shy. And the other one was, she was, I don't know what she was. I don't know. But they were all like, oh my God, do you remember so-and-so and so? And I said, the only teacher I remember is my band teacher. and our dean of girls, and that's it. That's all I remember. I don't remember anyone else out of 750 students. And they're like, "Oh my God, I can't believe it." So like 5 years later, I meet this assistant principal at the school, our sister school next to us. So the assistant, and then he becomes our assistant principal at our school. So we're talking and chatting and everything. He goes, "Yeah, I went to Chamberlain too." And I said, "Really?" And he goes, and we're talking, damned if I didn't go out with him. Had no idea until he was like, "Yeah, I went out with a girl." He goes, "You were in the band?" And I said, "Yeah, I was in the band." He goes, "Yeah, I went out with a girl that, oh, she played trumpet." I'm like, "Shit, that was me." I'm like, "Oh, okay." And I didn't want to know anything more because I went out with him once and he was a total redneck and I didn't like him. And to this day, he's still a total redneck and I still couldn't stand him. Wow. And he goes, "I don't understand." He goes, "She never would go out with me again." And I'm thinking to myself, "Shut up, Judy, shut up, shut up, shut up." And he couldn't remember her first name. And I don't look nothing like I did in high school. So I was saved.
Arlene said that she saw a post the other day that gave some scary statistics on the increase in cyberbullying since the beginning of the lockdowns last April.
Oh, it's really true. Very, very serious. Very serious.
I think it's Deanie.
Mm-hmm. She here? Hey, Deanie.
Is that Hot Threads?
Hot
Yep.
Threads with Deanie. Hi, Deanie. Okay. Separating
My
out.
very first boyfriend in school ended up marrying one of my best friends in school. And he ended up being a doctor just north of here. So, yeah.
Yeah.
I will never even admit I went out with my first boyfriend. Talk about fugly.
You know what's bizarre? I mean, the majority, like guys that I dated, especially in high school, you know, I mean, Jason and Melanie are married now. So, I mean, I know them. And then I'm good friends with the guy I went to the prom with. I mean, it's very weird. Not unusual where we run into somebody and Ken's like, "Oh, that must have been a guy you dated," because they came up and like, "Oh, hey." Awkward.
Yeah, and no, not for me. I don't remember anyone or anything. And yeah, nothing. It's really weird. It's very strange.
I love looking at the pictures on Facebook of people that I went to high school with that were so hot to trot and thought they were it, and now they just, oh my heavens to Betsy.
Mhm.
And you said that did not age well?
Oh dear. But you know, you're right. I mean,
there's this one girl in school. I was so jealous of her. She had hair that, oh, just beautiful corn silk hair and beautiful big gray hazel eyes. And she was just the prettiest thing. Just absolutely perfect. Good God, I don't know what happened to her, but she should have dodged that train that hit her.
Mm.
life.
Yeah. Well, she lived a hard one. But I mean, most of the time, even Homecoming Queen, people wouldn't even go out for it because they knew she's going to win.
Wow.
Won every pageant all through high school. Did y'all have those stupid beauty pageants where it was like Miss Chamberlain High?
Nope. Not when I was in school.
Ours had it every year.
Mm. So you want to hear a funny fact about beauty pageants?
Yeah, go ahead.
I was a certified Miss America beauty pageant judge.
Really?
Yep.
Whoa.
Judy?
And yeah, and to get that way, to get there, first I had to be a trainer. I trained in the very early 80s. I lived in Alabama, and I actually helped do the training for the it's training, and then I did the hair and makeup for the Miss Alabama for the year 1983, I think, or 83 or 84. And yeah, and she won. She was Miss Alabama. She didn't go any further than just the 50, but it was fun. And then I started doing pageants, judging pageants all through Alabama. Talk about a horrible people. People are just horrible in that field. The moms and the girls, and it was terrible. I did it for 5 years.
My daughter's dance team had to enter to be able to compete as a solo artist for the baton or the dance. They had to also compete in the beauty pageant part.
Mm-hmm.
She won in her age group most of the time, but I would tell you what, there were some mean mamas and girls.
Girls and the mamas and the girls and the trainers. The trainers were really, really rough. They were very elite and very stuck up, and I had a lot of issues with that. So I lasted about 5 years, and it was decent money because you got paid. But I did to start with, I did a lot of the local Little Miss Sunshine kind of things, the little goofy things but it was, those were awful.
Hey, Mary's here. Pete's here. Uh-oh.
We all see now why I got my kid in the circus, right?
Yeah, I'd rather, the circus is better. Yeah, it's healthier.
Mm-hmm.
It's healthier.
So what's up, Pete? What's Pete up to? Oh yes, this is the paint and craft instead of getting the vaccine.
Okay, this paint breaks.
Oh no.
Yeah, I'm not.
What does that mean?
Hold it up closer. It kind of separates.
Yep.
About it. I mean, it's beautiful colors. Well, only the gold separated, to be fair about it. So it could be something she put in there for the metallic effect.
Mm-hmm.
Is it something you can fix on the picture, or it didn't ruin it, did it?
Not really. I can probably come, over it with something else. I'd rather not because I wanted to go, but I may have to. How you doing, Mary? Pete, I guess this means we have Wi-Fi at the RV, huh?
Darker blue? I don't think so.
Fascinating. What's fascinating?
I don't have navy blue.
Oh,
Uh-oh.
I just, and it's fine. I mean, I'm going to use something different, but as much as I paint, one would think,
You'd have navy blue, yeah.
but I missed the
Oh,
memo on that one.
if any of you have these crayons, it's the Color Stick Silky Skin by Jane Davenport, but any of hers will work. They make beautiful watercolors. That's what her skin is with.
Hmm.
Just scribble on the little pad, the little thing you use for your water, and add water to it, mix it up. Comes out pretty good.
Awesome. Nice.
Multi-purpose. Why can't you post where, Debbie? I see you.
There you go. It's working.
I'm still blown away from last week when you took out that CoverGirl makeup. That was impressive.
Yeah, I'm gonna use it on her again once I get a little bit more into her final details.
I need to show Allie that tomorrow. I hope I don't forget, because that was, and I've got more makeup that I don't wear.
Let's see. I'm going to start at the top.
And she has started making the faces, with the guidelines and stuff.
Yeah.
I was so proud of her when I saw her doing that.
That's cool. She's a smart little girl.
Mm-hmm. She's very creative.
Yeah. Thank you. She's really nice. It scares me how nice she is.
Oh,
Oh, I wonder where she gets that from.
yeah.
Her dad.
Got raised good.
I don't want anybody hurting her feelings, and I know that eventually it's going to be out of my control. And this parenting thing's for the birds.
You think?
Tell me about it. Doesn't get easier as they get older. Just to let you know, for some it does, but not for me.
Oh, I can't even begin. We're going to get it when she becomes a teenager.
My daughter was really great until she turned 18. She ran away from home and got pregnant.
Whoa.
Man.
Yeah. Yeah. She's still married to the guy, but
My son did that, not my daughter. Oh no, Arlene.
Oh no, she dropped beads. Oh dear.
Arlene, be careful. But I'm trying to have faith, because goodness knows, like Ken's oldest, Vicky, who's in the Air Force, she is a phenomenal woman,
Awesome.
So, I mean, I'm sure she'll probably would say that everything wasn't perfect and hunky-dory, but I'll tell you what, she worked through it. She's a lot like her dad. She's got a lot of kindness in her heart, but she's also doesn't give up.
Yeah, and that's real important.
But
Well, it's truthfully not in how they're raised, it's how they turn out. You can do everything in your power, and they've still got their own minds.
Yeah, once they grow old, get older.
Mary's saying, "Wait, just wait. What are we waiting for?" Oh, wait. Just
to
wait till
become
they're
a teenager. Yeah, kids don't come with instruction. It is funny, Deanie, that you said that, because there was one night where Allie was just really struggling with, going to Cirque and being nervous about being on stage and stuff. And I was trying to reassure her. And finally I said, baby, your dad and I, we don't know what we're doing.
Yeah.
We're kind of winging it, but here's what I can tell you. And it was just one of those, because she was looking at me like, why don't you have the answer to this? And I'm like, because nobody does. So, and if you find someone that says that they do, they are lying.
Yeah, so true.
Oh, Darla said, I don't know if there is a way to teach her that other people's behavior is no reflection on her. God, that's a hard one to teach, especially when you have, a child that cares,
Yeah.
So we initially wanted to put her in martial arts, but then, that didn't work. Oh, but this is funny. Is it time to start the funny stories? Yeah, it's getting close to 8.
Sure, go ahead. I already did one.
So they're getting ready for their big show at Circus, where she's going to have an act where she does the aerial silks and things like that. And so they had a fundraiser last night. They have a lot of shows about this time of year to raise funds for the gym. And it was a sideshow act, and they did like the, fire eating. And one of the things that they did apparently was stapling. Like, these people would staple cards and stuff on each other.
Ah.
Ew.
So yeah, it's that kind of sideshow. And so they did, the unthinkable. Can we have a volunteer? You do that around my kid, her hand's gonna fly up.
Oh boy.
And she had no idea what she was getting into. So she came up there and he was like, okay, well, I have a deck of cards here. So pick a card. And of course, that was just the best thing ever. And she just danced around and she picked her card. And he was like, okay. And then he gets out a staple gun and he's like, staple it to this lady's arm. And Allie was like, what? Next thing you know, Daddy. So yeah. And we were like, you might not want to tell your teacher about where you hung out last night, okay?
Yeah.
So Ken was like, we better let the teacher know, because she's going to say something. And I'm like, oh, I want the phone call.
Yeah,
But
that's
just
really funny.
the phone call when she was in preschool. Ken had changed my Siri to where it would say, hey, sexy. Right?
Oh, no.
So if I ever asked Siri, it would say, hey, sexy. And so Allie was, I think, maybe 3. And the pastor that was over the church that ran the preschool apparently had come in to visit the kids. And she saw her little iPhone in the side pocket. And she goes and she pats the pastor on the back side. And she says, hey, sexy.
Oh, no.
And so I get the phone call, and it was funny because the teacher the whole time was laughing. And she said, look, the only reason I'm calling you is because I have to. She said, but one thing I know as a teacher, she said, kids are going to mimic what they see at home, and you guys just need to keep doing what you're doing.
So
I was mortified. I was like, oh my God. So yeah. Yep. Be careful what you say around your kids, right?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I think the best part was, though, when they went over the Boston Tea Party, and I think that was 1st grade. And when the teacher called me and they were trying to teach them about taxation, and Allie popped up out of nowhere and said, taxation is theft.
Ah,
Oh,
And she was like, yeah, she said that in class. And I said, yes, I taught her that. And she went, oh, okay. That was the end of that. So that's why at the beginning of the year, I usually send chocolate and a bottle of wine to the teacher. And I just put a note in, good luck. You're going to need it. So.
Debbie says, I went to my 25-year reunion, drove up and told my sister it had to be the wrong place because these people were old.
Right? Oh my gosh. 25. Let's see. When did I graduate? 2002. Oh my God. So I guess they would have had their 25-year reunion. Dude.
I can't even tell you what my reunion is. I'm not going to tell you. It's like somewhere up there in the double digits, times 4 or 5.
Double digits times 4 or 5. Well, I had to think, like, okay.
Hey, Amy. Hey, Teens Carter. Well, I just say that mine's closer to 50 than it is 25.
Oh, Debbie graduated in 72.
Debbie did?
Mm-hmm.
Me too. Me too. I was 72.
Me too.
72. Yep. So we're all in our, like, yeah, okay. We're really old.
We're kind of up there.
Yeah.
We graduated before some of y'all was born.
Yeah. So true.
Hey, Jean,
Yeah.
if you teach a class on how to do your flowers, I'll take it.
Okay. I don't know that I can teach it. I just do it.
I was thinking the same thing about Judy's faces.
I wish you would. But her little tip on doing the eyes over and over helped me with the pink one. It really did. This one was meant to look whimsical, but I'm happy with my eyes on this one.
Yeah. The biggest tip I tell you is just practice the eyes. Trace, 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 trace all the people that you like, trace over their eyes so you get muscle memory, and then trace it and then go directly over to your sketchbook and sketch in the eyes and just sketch and then sketch and sketch and sketch and sketch until you like the looks of them. And it takes a little bit of time, you know.
I'm tired already.
Sorry.
You're wearing out, Jean.
It takes time.
That's why I do all my faces with one eye.
Yeah, I can't get both of mine the same yet, but I'm working on it.
Well, you know, we don't.
Graduated.
Our eyes aren't the same. If you look in the mirror and you really study your eyes, our eyes are not identical. We have a definitely different look in our eyes. One eye is smaller than the other. The distance apart is different. Everything is different. Okay.
There.
Okay, y'all.
Oh, we got another one. Here we go.
Time for a break.
Do what now?
Time for a break.
We're gonna have a bee break. Oh, Judy.
It's my last one from my Valentine's Day box.
Oh,
Wait, no, I have 2. Look, I have 2. 2 left. Time for a break. I'm having one right now. Sorry, in front of y'all. I don't have enough to share. Aw, I'll share this one. Here, y'all take a bite. Ready? Here we go. Wait. Ready? Here, open it up. Here, y'all take a bite. Oh, yeah.
Now, Judy, that make me sicker than a dog.
Isn't that good? Oh,
I'll live vicariously through you.
I'm so glad you love it. Mm-hmm.
I have a new quote for you.
Okay.
I'll stop being a bitch when men stop being assholes.
Preach. Preach it loud.
Well, this one's good too. if I was really a bitch, I'd make your life a living hell. Instead, I'll just watch you do that yourself.
Ooh.
Notice that
Grr.
Jean started reading the bitch stuff when I pulled out the chocolate in front of you. Hey, I'm sorry. I had to have some chocolate. I'm having a very stressful week, okay?
This one's good. Women who pay their own rent don't have to be nice.
That is very true.
Mm-hmm.
Save a boyfriend for a rainy day and another in case it doesn't rain.
That's a good one.
Goodness. This was a really amazing book. And the
That's
pictures
like
are
the book of catchy comebacks that we needed 10 years ago when people said things to us and we needed a catchy comeback.
Mm-hmm.
yeah.
Okay, I think I'm actually going to, after this, I'm going to use that Romance Pink.
Mm.
Profess my love for Ferrero Rochers. What did they call it? Romeo and Juliet? Unrequited love. Oh no, I mean I can't have them. So
Oh, you can't have them at all? Oh well, yeah, not even a taste, huh?
Hey, Judy,
Yeah,
Darla has a message for you.
I know. I'm sorry, Darla. I'm sorry. I just having a rough week. I needed chocolate. When my husband brought me in that box of chocolates, I went, oh my God, those are my very favorite next to Dove dark chocolate. And I said, oh my God, those are my favorite. He goes, I know. Happy Valentine's Day. So he brings me in. He never buys me Valentine's stuff. So I sat here and ate 3 of them right then. I just needed 3. And then I went and got myself a nice dark red glass of wine to have with it.
there you go.
I just needed it. I needed it bad. So now I'm better. I don't know what else. I don't want to do anything else with this. I don't know what to do. Oh yes, I do. I can work on this.
You know what Ken got me for Valentine's Day?
Oh, what's that?
And this, if you know, like the libertarian anarchist side of me, he got me one of those big T-shirts with Bernie Sanders on it with the mittens.
Oh,
And it says the man, the mittens, the legend, and I was just like, oh my gosh,
that's awesome.
I FaceTimed with my mom, and I'm like, look, Mom.
I have really
we
enjoyed.
got a laugh out of that.
That's funny.
I got a card and that's it.
I don't usually get nothing. I don't believe in Valentine's Day. It's just a day for, retail people it's a bunch of BS. So I don't necessarily believe in it, but with my granddaughter living here, he got her a box of chocolates. So I bet you he thought he had to get me something.
Mm-hmm.
So he did.
Well, we normally didn't either. We just are kind of like, a true Valentine happens on a completely different day out of nowhere,
Exactly.
But when you have a 9-year-old and and she finds a reason to party, then you party. So, like, ooh, a holiday.
Yeah, I know that to be so true.
I don't usually do anything for my grandkids on Valentine's Day, and this year I sent them all, I took them over there, just a little bag of a few candies and some pencils and a tablet and just some fun things. My grandson was ecstatic because, you know, they're still not back in school.
Aw.
So,
That's sweet.
and they're in that part of Texas with no power most of the time.
Oh.
So my grandbaby, the youngest one, who's not quite 2, he's sick now. And they've had no power longer than they've had power in the last 4 days.
Wow.
And I was talking to him when on the phone. They were all curled up in bed, and the power came back on, and my granddaughter, who's 6, just smiled great big, and she says, "This is the best power I've ever had."
Oh.
I was like,
Sorry.
"Oh
Gosh.
They're so cute when they're young.
Yeah.
And then they grow up.
Yeah.
And then you have to deal with their BS.
And their mouths.
Yes.
But if they're your grands, you don't have to worry about it. You can send them home or."
Yeah. No.
I'm kind of learning a new trick now with Mr. Nicholas the Mouth. He wants to tell stories, but to his vantage point.
Yeah.
So now I give him something to go home and tell.
Uh-oh. Oh, boy. That's good. That goes over well, huh?
Yeah.
Well, that was
No.
quick. No.
It doesn't go over well?
Okay, you have to tell us one of the stories. Come on now.
Are you telling people about your sneaking in and peeking in their windows again?
No, not me. I don't peek in windows anymore.
Oh, I'm so proud of you, Kathy.
I just knock on the door when they open. I do that little shoulder nudge and knock them down the way and go right on in. What you got to eat? You got anything cold to drink? Where's the cookies?
No, there you go. That's what I'm talking about. Where are the cookies? Okay, I need different pink.
Now we got this big Halloween bowl full of candy. Full of candy. And every time the boys will come over, we basically about an hour before time for them to go home, just let them load up. Well, Mr. Nicholas decided to tell his mama that Grandma said you can have all the candy you want 1 hour before you go home. So when he came over this last time, the candy bowl was hidden. And he went right straight in that kitchen and was looking for it. He said, "Where's the candy?" I said, "Ask your mama."
Ooh. And what did he say?
He gave me a look. He knew what I meant. Because she pumps him. And he's admitted to me that, you know, Mama makes me answer her. She gets mad if I don't answer her. But she's always asking me what you say, what you do.
Then what the?
I'm saying, kiss my ass. Tell her, kiss my ass. Tell her that.
You don't
Tell your 4-year-old grandson to tell her, I told you to tell your mother, kiss my ass.
Yeah, right. But you don't put a 4-year-old child in that position.
No, you don't.
It's
But
like,
you shouldn't even consider it, right?
do what, Jean?
Why does she bring him to you if she's going to do that?
She's just jealous. I mean, when we were over there the other day, Pete was picking at him. And, you know, he was saying something to him. And Nicholas comes right back with, "Because my grandma loves me so much." And the look on her face was pure hatred. I mean, be thankful he has a grandmother that loves him so much.
Yeah, really. So true.
He's 4 years old and her mother has seen him exactly 4 times.
It's ridiculous.
I mean, we go everywhere and do everything with them. So to me, it's senseless to be jealous. Take some time off and spend it with your kid.
Exactly.
I agree.
Okay, now I need eyeballs. Let's work on some eyeballs here.
Who just said that?
Me
Is that Judy?
working on my eyeballs.
What's wrong with your eyeballs? They're beautiful.
No, they're not done yet.
He said, I told my neighbor, my mom said to mind your own business. She about died. I was 4. That's awesome.
Yeah, my daughter was about 4 when she told one of my friends, my mama said, you're just a miserable person. That's why you always butting into people's business.
Oh my God.
Okay, Amy, you can never be in the same room during an adult conversation again.
Okay, that's hilarious. Sorry.
My grandson's like that. He's an only child and he is super smart. So he understands a lot of stuff. In fact, the last time they were over here, first of all, he's always after me. Well, I can't believe that you do all that work and you don't get paid. Grandma, you should get paid. And then he says, well, how much money do you have? And all kinds of questions. And finally I said, you know what? It really isn't any of your business.
Exactly.
Well, I just was wondering. I said, well, don't worry about it.
I have enough money to live.
Yeah.
That's about it.
I asked him how it affected him, and he says, well, I guess it really doesn't. I said, you're right, it doesn't.
See, even Debbie agrees that you need to do a class on eyes. Or the Eyeball Express.
I can't find my black. Black, where are you? Black. Black.
Get a Sharpie.
Huh? No.
Get a Sharpie. It's mixed media.
No. No, not yet. It's not time for mixed media on this. I just need a black color pencil. That's okay.
Well, if you use a color pencil, that becomes mixed media.
Well, that's what this is. It's all mixed media.
It's
It's
just not the
watercolor.
Sharpie mixed media.
Yeah, it's watercolor and watercolor pencil and regular color pencil. CoverGirl makeup.
All right, Arlene, what kind of cookies are you eating? I got stuff in there to make homemade chocolate chip. I just haven't made them.
Oh, I've got to bake some bread too. Thank you for reminding me.
I have supper in the crock pot.
Oh, yum.
What'd
What's
you
for
have?
supper?
Chili.
Oh, man.
Really?
I love chili.
You always have chili when it's cold.
Oh, dried pizza.
I make pretty good chili too. I have to say so myself.
Do you have like a super secret ingredient that you put in your chili?
Not really, but what we did, it's been a couple years ago. There was leftover brisket, so I put some of that in there. And now, usually when we make it, there's leftover pulled pork and brisket and then I still have to have a hamburger. I just have to, you know.
Yum.
And of course, I don't know about anybody else, but I have to have my beans
Mm-hmm.
Ew.
because if you don't have beans and chili, then it's just hamburger gravy.
It is. You're right. So true. How could you not have beans and chili?
Well, in Texas, they'll argue with you.
Well, is Texas part of the United States?
For now.
Yeah.
It just depends upon who you talk to.
So I think when I'm done with this, I'm going to give the whole resin thing one last chance.
Are you really?
Yep. Only because I want to make it into a clipboard, but with this paint, if I make it into a clipboard, then it's just going to stick to everything unless I coat it with resin.
Yeah.
So you're going to hear me cussing all the way in Florida.
See,
I
the
just do
chili
not
without the beans is the chili I put on my hot dogs. But down here, they put the ones with the beans on hot dogs. And the first time I ever got served one of those, I said, take that mess back. You do not put beans on a hot dog.
I do.
I do too.
Apparently, everybody down here does. They looked at me like I was the alien for eating it the wrong way.
You know what I can't ever find, and this is kind of crazy, but and I'm not a drinker, but every once in a while in the summertime, I want a tomato beer.
I love a tomato beer. Chelada.
Yeah, but you can't get it just a tomato beer anywhere.
You can ask.
Everybody looks at you like you're crazy.
Never heard of it.
I haven't either.
What
I
it
don't
is
want all that
half and
spicy
half. Tomato,
want the
tomato
spicy
juice,
stuff.
tomato juice, and a beer, and it's half and half.
Amy says we always make her want a snack.
That sounds like something you have the morning after a really fun night.
Yeah.
You put an egg in it. What did they call it? The hair of the dog that bit you?
Yeah.
My fun nights are never good enough to have an egg in it.
Ew, gross. No, not raw egg. So it's
Only once my dad gave me that. It was after my 21st birthday. I had tequila.
Oh,
Ooh.
Yeah.
I have a tequila story too.
Go for it.
Spill it.
We were at one of my the guy I was dating worked with my dad, and we were at one of the not really a picnic convention thing, and it was on a campground, and yeah, me and the tequila didn't get along at all, and I was laying in the back seat, hanging my head out, throwing up everywhere. My dad come and asked me what was wrong or who threw up over here, and I said it was a bear. He came up and threw up by the car.
bad.
Oh.
See, guys, nowhere else but the Wednesday night paint party can you learn all of our deep, dark, dirty secrets.
That's right. That's right. Well, I know I went to a party and had too much tequila, and as Dennis was trying to lead me out the door, his commanding officer was coming in the door, and I threw up all over his shoes. Yeah. Yeah.
Oh my God.
But he didn't remember. He was drunker than I was.
Oh, good.
Thank God. Yeah.
Thank God for small favors, huh?
Yeah, that was pretty bad. Dennis had to tell me about it. I'd forgotten. I don't remember much about that day. I was drinking tequila, and then somebody made me up something called a B-52, and I shot a few of those, and yeah, I was like, whoa. Yeah, so I was pretty sick. Literally.
I'll bet you got sick.
It was gross.
Only one time since I've been married have I been drunk enough that my husband made note of it, and that was when my youngest, which is 35, was a baby, and we went to go pick the kids up from the babysitter, and he wouldn't let me carry the baby out.
Oh no.
I don't think I've ever been drunk. I mean, I've been pretty tipsy, but I don't think I've ever actually gotten drunk.
Yeah, since my 21st birthday, that about did it for me. I was like, I don't like this.
Yeah.
So.
But then when I was a drinker, I could hold it pretty well.
Oh, see, I can't. I'm the cheapest date on the block. When I was in Germany, they kept trying to get me drunk. And they took me to this show. It's right around Mardi Gras. It's called Carnival. And it was, you know what I'm talking about.
Oh, yeah.
And they would have, the guys come out where it was basically like two different strip shows. They would have like really good looking guys, and then they would have these guys, right? So after the show, the guys come out, and of course they're trying to pick you up because here I am, American, and I was in a belly dancer costume, which really,
that really was great.
So, but my cousins kept saying, "Here, try this shot," and I was just like, what do I do? And finally, he just looked at me and kind of tapped my leg, and I almost hit him. And then I realized he was like, "Hand me the shot bottle." And so, I'd hand him the shot bottle, he'd drink it, and then he'd put the bottle down in front of me. And so they were like, "Look at this American. She can really hold her liquor." I'm like, yeah, that's right. I don't know what they were trying to prove. I mean, and I had gone out, I had a job interview and everything that week too.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
So that was a long night.
Yeah.
They said they didn't have it this year, though.
No, they didn't. Carnival. Yeah, we have a big parade this time of year. It's called the Gasparilla Parade. It's huge. It's like a Mardi Gras parade, and it just got canceled yesterday. They canceled it. It's huge parade. Huge parade. Yeah, I was shocked too.
I mean, they did the Super Bowl, but canceled Mardi Gras, which is outdoors too.
Yeah. Yeah. I loved Super Bowl. Woohoo! I was so excited.
They could have canceled the Super Bowl too.
No, blasphemy. No.
I think you're in enemy territory, Gene Peter.
I am not. I don't watch football all year long, but I watch Super Bowl every year. And this year, the Tampa Bay Bucks went to the Super Bowl with Tom Brady and then won in our own town. It made history. It was historical. And it was
only because they knew Tom Brady was just too old to do anything else, so they let him win.
Okay. Where is that bitch book? Don't you be talking about my Brady now. Come on.
You say what you want about Tom Brady, but he's married to a supermodel, He's got to be fit.
Oh, yeah. No, it's the Bucks, they've been around for a long time. Like I said, what the Super Bowl did for our economy here in town is incredible. And so that's why it was really important. And then the history, because think about it. So our Tampa Bay Lightning won the cup in hockey.
Yeah, Stanley Cup.
The Stanley Cup. Our Tampa Bay Rays went to they didn't win the World Series, but they did go, which they are the least cost. They are the poorest league in the field, but they still manage to go every so often and win. They've won a series before, and then the Bucks win the Super Bowl. So we definitely are Tampa Bay. Mm-hmm. Yeah, we are.
But see, the funny thing of it is, if they had not had Tom Brady, they would not have won it because they couldn't win. They couldn't even pass win for us.
Well, that was the whole point. Is that that's why they won, and that's how they got Tom Brady. And I'm just happy they did.
Yeah.
So good for them.
It wasn't really a good game though. It was kind of like a slaughter ball.
That was great.
I kind of feel sorry for the Kansas because I mean,
Not me. I did not.
It was really sad. I mean, I kept trying.
They played dirty.
Toward the end, I started cheering for them, saying, "Come on, do something."
Dirty.
I would have
just
liked
didn't
to
have
have been a fly on the
any
wall in
play.
Bill Belichick's living room.
Yeah, I like him. He's cool. So Arlene. So the I knew someone who actually worked with the makeup and the hair for that halftime show, and those were bandages. But I swear to God, when they came out, they looked like jock straps to me. Oh my
That's
God.
what I thought too.
Yeah, but they were bandages.
It was still the worst halftime show I've ever seen.
I agree.
Y'all remember when Prince did the halftime show?
I remember when they used to be good and they used to have good commercials.
Yeah, I don't like Prince, so I didn't like Prince. So you want to go back to a halftime show? Go back to Michael Jackson.
There you go.
That was a halftime show.
Well, everything he did was a show.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, you got your money's worth there.
Well, I'm a Kansas City girl, and I didn't like the game because
Oh,
they
that's
lost.
right. You were, aren't you? You were born in Kansas.
Yep.
Yeah,
But,
I was born in Kansas City too.
but I just I didn't like anything about the game. I didn't like the game. I didn't like the commercials. I
No.
didn't like, I mean, to me, it was very heavy. I mean, the world is crazy. Why can't we have fun? Do we have to just,
I
anyway.
felt
Yeah.
like
No, we needed Tom Brady to go out there and beat y'all's ass. I'm sorry. And he did. He did a good job.
I felt like they got called on way too many penalties.
I think I think they created too many penalties because they were like, "Oh man, we're getting our butts slapped. Let's just be bad."
Well, at one point it was kind of like they're being petty now.
Yeah. Yep. But that's okay. It was just a game.
Really?
But it brought in millions of dollars of revenue to our community. And so that is important to me. I'm sorry, it is.
Well, y'all don't listen to me talking smack during the soccer cup, okay?
Okay. Yeah, I'm not a soccer fan. I don't know anything about soccer.
We've even got one of those horns here that we toot whenever the German team is playing. So I think, what was it? About 8? No, it would have been 2010. And I had me and my friend Corey went to one of the it's one of the sports bars in Charlotte when Germany and England played. And I just kind of looked around and I was like, is there anyone here from Germany? And someone like yelled, go to the Hofbrauhaus. And I'm like, oh.
Ooh.
So yeah, we just kind of went back, and I sat down in my Germany jersey in a corner and got myself Diet Coke and stayed quiet while England got their ass whooped. Corey was like right before they called the game, he's like, we better leave. So, but that was the first time. I wonder, were we at Hooters? You'd think I would remember. I just remember we had like the biggest thing of tater tots I'd ever seen in my life, and they were so good. Oh,
Beef
they were
Brady?
good. Huh?
Beef or Brady's?
No.
They have pretty good tater tots.
It was one of those. There was Hooters, and then there was either one or two other places where they had the big, tops.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
What is that called? Wing Street Station, something like that. Wing House, something like that. They put Hooters to shame with their women.
Twin Peaks.
It might have. No, it was Tilted Kilt.
Oh,
It was the Tilted Kilt. That's right.
Never heard of them.
oh my
haven't
God! They
either.
used to be up here. That place we went for lunch that day, the Noodle House. They had the train.
Oh
Frank
yeah.
food.
Yeah.
They used to be in there.
Oh really?
We could hear their music playing from here every single night. It was horrible. They got run out up there. That crowd was too rowdy for that shopping center.
Well, that was definitely a rowdy crowd when I was there for sure. I know if Germany plays again, I'm going to make the trip to Pineville so I can go to the German restaurant and be safe.
Yeah.
And then you can eat some good German food too.
Yeah.
Oh, yes. Oh, they have the best food. And actual, like, for real German beer. Hang on just a second, guys, okay?
Alrighty. Hi, Alley Cat.
I love you.
What?
I said hi, baby girl.
Hi, people.
Hi, Allie.
Are we your people?
That's Miss Kathy,
Ooh, I like that.
Jean Peter, and that's Miss Judy.
Hi, Allie.
Ooh,
Hi, Allie.
And see what I tell you about what you can do with watercolors? Look at what
oh
Jean
my
Peters
gosh,
do.
that's so cool. What, Dad? No way, Dad.
What?
All right, go give Daddy his blankets. Take your cat with you. Come on, Jake.
Here's Jake.
Come on.
Jake.
Shoot, Jake. Come on.
Hi, Owen.
All right, I love you, baby.
I love you. I love you.
Oh, we love you too, baby doll. She is such a sweetheart.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't want to miss getting my night smooch.
She heard somebody talking to her and said, what? What'd you say?
What? No, she said that I don't know if Ken took her blankets or she took his and she was bringing some. I don't know.
Like, step aside, Mama. I'm taking over this show.
Yep.
These are my peoples.
Yeah, I keep trying to get her to use watercolors more, but she's like, no, I want the messy paint. I'm like, oh, Lord,
Oh,
here we go.
Lord.
Well, this is pretty messy.
Yeah, it can be. Especially if you
Yeah,
give it to a
that's-
4-year-old.
Jean, that's why I showed her. I was like, look at what she's doing with that paint. That's when she's like, ooh. And she knows
It'll
that
look
with
a whole lot
watercolor,
different
she
when
can
it's
splatter
dry.
that.
Yeah. And you can make drips and make it run all over the place.
And it comes up with a Swiffer.
Nicholas used to have his own little desk with his art supplies on it. He was so good at 2 years old. He was really good at 3 years old. But man, he hit 4 years old and that art center is closed.
Really?
Yes.
Huh.
Paint the walls, the chair, the desk.
Wow.
Ah, okay.
Well, ladies, I'm going to call it a night. I hear somebody getting into the crock pot, and I think I'll eat supper with my hubby.
All right. Thank you for coming on.
Yeah. Thanks for having me. Bye,
Thank you,
everyone.
Jean.
Bye.
Bye.
Did you type in to get subscribers?
No, I'm not on.
Is there anybody here that's not subscribed to you? What's your number now?
I don't know.
Well, you're a big help.
I know, aren't I though? It's kind of slow right now. It comes in spurts. 968.
Well, you're getting there.
Yep. I'm getting there. Didn't make Valentine's Day, but I'll get there.
Mhm.
That's
Oops,
right.
Bump my phone. Sorry.
I know it is so close, Deanie. It'll happen. It'll happen. I'm thinking about putting a post on Facebook with my link and saying, if all of my family would follow me, I'd make it.
Yeah, do it.
Aw.
Hey,
All
Aaron's
right.
here. Did anybody else know Aaron was
There's
here?
Flossler.
I didn't see Aaron. I wasn't
Aaron, put your
really
link
looking.
in too.
Hi, Aaron.
I don't know what I'm going to do with the watercolor paper, Debbie. I'm probably just going to use it as collage material. I don't know. Probably put some more stuff on it too. All right. See y'all later.
All right, bye.
Bye.
Hi, Jean.
Well, I have come to the conclusion I like the small whimsical better than the big ones. And I like the big pretty ladies better. This was not fun to do.
That one's not?
You what?
Did you say that one's not fun to do?
No, not really. I like doing the smaller whimsical ones, but the big ones just, I don't know. To me, it's just not something I'll ever use for anything.
I really like, I mean, she's pretty, but I love the hair.
Yeah.
How goes it, Miss Erin? What are you up to? Look at Erin, you old lurker. Is that number 5? Number 5. Let's try 4.
Aaron and Jean Peter both need to start doing more lives so they can get over 1K.
Yeah.
Everybody see Aaron in the end of Drawn Dax, whatever you say. If you're not subscribed to her, subscribe to her, please. I know Mr. Pete is, if he's still here. He probably fell asleep with his computer on. It does, Debbie. It takes a lot of practice. And hers is absolutely phenomenal. Wow, Judy, that is awesome.
Well, thank you, Debbie.
You're going live at 9? Well, we'll be off at 9. What'd you do to her nose, Judy?
What do you mean? What did I do to her nose? What's the matter with your nose?
It looks white. Looks like you got a big white thingamajigger hanging from her nose to her lip. Or is that a shadow? Yeah, you did.
Yeah, on the board it looks weird, but in person it's a shadow. It's
Okay.
part of her lip there. So yeah, I see on the board it looks different. And I was pulling this up so you could see her eyes are done. Let's see if I can show her. I can't really get a good picture of her.
Wow.
Her eyes are almost done.
She's pretty.
But yeah, what I do to really get a good visual, when I take I take my camera and I actually take a photo and I look at it through my camera lens, and then it'll point out all the pieces that I need to do. And I do see that this needs to be darkened right here. So anyway, what I'll do is I'll darken this a little bit and blend it. It needs to be blended a little bit. But I'm not sure if I'm going to do that with watercolor or with watercolor, or maybe I'll just blend it a little bit with water and see if that makes a difference. That helps a little. So I'll have to play with it a little bit. But yeah, she's almost done with her face. I haven't decided what I'm going to do with all this in the background. I think I'm going to really do a lot of watercolor or do pencils like I've done some depth in pencils in here. And then I think I'm going to just really blend this out to where it's very muted so that this looks like fog. I don't know. Let's see. Haven't decided yet. That's why it takes me so long. It takes me about 3 or 4 days. I started her on Monday. And it takes me about 3 or 4 days to really make a difference and finish. So, but yep.
Pretty neat. Pretty neat.
Yeah. So yeah, let me darken her area here under her nose because I don't think that.
Hey, Valerie. Oh, hey. Hey, everybody.
There you are. You're there.
And
Where's
wherever you are, there you are.
Hi, Valerie. Welcome. Guys, if you wouldn't mind, please give a thumbs up or down. Either way, it just shows you were here.
Are we going to do a giveaway tonight?
Yes. Darn.
Yeah, Debbie, if you look on Maria Patron's site, she calls them swooshes, but she's a good person to learn those from too. I'm still getting the hang of them.
All right, Christy, pick a number from 1 to 18.
12.
12.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I don't think
Did I
there's
pick
Huh?
No? Did I pick a good number?
No, pick another one.
Okay, 9.
Because I put you guys in the drawing this time.
Uh-oh.
Oh,
Debbie Ragsdale is number 9.
Oh, Debbie gets it this
there
time.
you go. Congratulations, Debbie.
Yay.
But it was JP, and she's not here anymore.
She don't count.
Debbie, you still here? You have to be here to win.
Debbie's here. She just posted a minute ago. There
Yeah.
she is. Yay, Debbie.
Yay. Debbie, if I don't have your information, can you send it to me, please? Okay, let's see. Miss Judy, pick a number.
6.
Number 6 is, well, what do you know? Hags Hollow.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. Hold up. I got more. I can't pick a number because I can see them.
Oh, is it my turn?
Yep.
And between 1 and 18?
1 and 17 now.
1 and 17? Okay, how about 8?
Miss Darla.
Awesome.
Sweet.
Are you on Facebook, Debbie?
Moi?
Okay, I have a group on there called Kathy's World 2. There's 2 of them actually, so either one you can go in and you'll find me there. And you can just message me from there. Okay, I got some more still packed up, so remind me right before we go off.
One more? Pick one more number?
Okay.
Should I pick another number?
Right before we go off, we're going to do some more because I have some more already ready to go.
Okay.
Christy, do you do those pieces for you or put them in an Etsy shop? They go in our Etsy shop mostly. So she donates.
Yeah, this one is going to be this one's a bit of an experiment because when it dries, I'm going to put it up on a stand and try to put resin on it. So if the resin works, then it will be a clipboard in the Etsy shop. And if it does not work, then it will be kindling in the fire pit.
Okay.
Thank you, Arlene. Now, Amy's not on already, is she? Because they said 9 o'clock.
What time is it? Okay.
I've got 22.
Okay. Yeah. He was, ooh, resin. Yeah. Ooh, resin.
Yeah.
That's not my
No.
favorite.
Now, Amy says they're not on yet.
Okay.
I can't do
Oh, well,
resin.
she's in here, so how could she be on?
I know. I can't do resin. I don't want to do another thing. There's so many things to do and try, and there's people that do beautiful resin work, so I'll leave it to them. So,
I had
yeah.
gotten some and I just was like, oh, this is going to be awesome. And then I tried it a few times and I'm like, this sucks.
Oh, yeah. So I'm doing, I can't wait to get my Defy auction sent. I got to make my payment tonight when I get off of here. And then it's supposed to be sent out tomorrow, huh, Christy?
Yes, ma'am.
But you're going to get ice, so it might get held up.
Hi, Rebecca.
Isn't that something? Because they say that the postal service is supposed to go no matter what.
Mhm.
Yeah, right. That's an old wives'
wrong.
tale.
No, but
Right.
we're going to take it to the post office because half the time when I put in to get a pickup, they don't come.
Yeah,
So-
but if tomorrow it's really ice, you might have to wait. But I'm excited. I'm really excited to get my stuff. Woohoo!
But yeah, we're probably what we'll do is just load up a bunch of rocks or something in the back of Ken's truck and go.
Load up a bunch of rocks and go.
At least we live somewhere where nobody would look at us funny for that, right? So,
Maybe, I don't know. That's hilarious.
Don't take any chances. I mean,
Yeah.
Oh yeah. We will definitely be safe about it. And that, the one thing that I always say when we moved out here is that we saw something that we never saw when we lived in the city, and that's brining the roads and actually plowing when there was snow. I couldn't believe it.
Right.
But they do that here. It's funny. It's a city that actually doesn't want people to go spinning around on the roads. Imagine that. Allie's so funny. She's out there brushing her teeth, and she sings while she brushes her teeth.
Oh,
I don't know if she has like a song to time it or what, but I think it's adorable. When she stops doing it, I'm gonna be heartbroken.
Aw. That's so cool.
Yeah, her and her sister are a couple of cool kids, I'll tell you.
So we have, is that someone new? Chai Stamping World who just joined in? Who's that? Welcome.
hi. Welcome. Thank you for coming.
Hey, Chai,
Thank you for letting me know she was here so I can add her to the list.
Yeah, I see her. I don't know her. I hadn't seen her before. So if she's new, welcome.
yeah, I think I'm subscribed to her. Well, I'll have to check, but Christy, do you have a place where we can share our work with you? Well, yeah, and I'm in Kathy's group too, but if you just do like facebook.com and then you do /Christy Biddleston all together, that's my Meta Studio page on Facebook, and absolutely, I would love to see it. And I'm in a lot of mandala groups too, so I can hook you up, man. What was it that I saw somebody do? It was some type of molecule that they made a mandala out of, and I was like, I cannot believe I didn't think of that first. But I'm working on designing a dot painting for DNA, so that's gonna be fun.
That
Oh,
was fun.
And I'm not putting resin on that. That's
Yeah.
varnish.
So I'm not, as you all know, I'm not painting right now. I'm going to have to sit on this particular painting because I'm not sure what I want to do with the background yet. I'm still thinking that I want to fog it all out and make it look ethereal, but I haven't decided.
So when you say fog it all out, how do you do that? Like with sponge paints or like with the sponge? How do you do that?
I actually made gesso over it. Wet gesso, liquidy gesso, and then
oh.
sand it down. I'm going to sit on it. Arlene, I'm going to sit on it. Literally. I'm going to, no. I'm going to think about it. But I'm leaning toward a wash of wet liquidy gesso over top of it.
Ooh.
But I may have to do a light sealer over top so it doesn't move the watercolor. So what I would do is a light matte spray of matte sealer, just a light one, real light, because I don't want to move. And I won't put anything on her face. Her face will stick out. But then I'll just put a light wash on it, and then it'll be a little bit gritty feeling, and then I'll sand it down. So that's what I'm thinking. So I don't know.
I'm thinking it would be really cool with some glittery decoupage on it.
Put some glitter Mod Podge on it.
Yeah, Mod Podge.
Mod Podge is the devil.
I knew you would say that.
I'll tell you, Mod Podge is like the Windex for crafters. I'll put a little Windex on it.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, Mod Podge, death. can't stand Mod Podge.
You know, I'm sure it works in other places, but here I cannot get that stuff to dry to save my life. I cannot.
Yeah, that's why I don't like it. It's sticky. It's always stays sticky. So
Well,
yeah,
Put the liquid
Arlene,
over it.
I've seen Lori Marie sit on things too. That's funny. But this is a sitting on, thinking, sitting on. So yeah.
I put the Liquitex varnish over top the Mod Podge.
Oh, okay. No, this will be a light sealer that I use for like you would put it it's a can, spray can.
The
And it's-
fixative?
Yeah, it's a fixative. That's it. I couldn't think of the word. So I just spray a light fixative over it so that when I put the wet on here, it's not going to move this watercolor because this watercolor will just smear everywhere if I do that. So that's pretty cool. So I'm looking at it thinking more and more that's what I want to do. And I may want to do it just over here and then just slightly over here. I don't know. I don't know. And I may just screw it up so bad that it'll go in the fire pit.
Hey, send it down. We've always got a fire pit going here.
Yeah.
Christy, oh, you answered her. Never mind.
Yep, it was the serotonin one. And I remember thinking, I wonder if you could make a mandala out of the caffeine molecule.
Oh, yeah.
Oh.
I have a caffeine molecule necklace somewhere.
Oh,
That's
boy.
pretty sad. I used to wear it when I worked third shift.
Mm.
It was just a nice little conversation piece with patients. You know, what is that on your necklace? Oh, well, have a little organic chemistry talk here.
This is why I'm still standing up next to you talking to you.
Mm-hmm. My boss, when I worked for hospice, she was the coolest lady. There was one day where I was so tired. It was like the third 12-hour day. And I went downstairs to the cafeteria and I got a Red Bull. And I got halfway through and she picked that Red Bull up off my desk and she dumped that thing in the sink. And she says, "You are never to drink that again."
Bad for you.
Yeah,
Apparently
really,
I got a little bit crazy.
Yeah, they're bad, bad, bad. Nasty.
But I got a lot of work done.
I bet you did.
I was typing like a crazy woman.
oh, it is time. Okay, whose turn is it to pick a number?
I think it's mine.
All right, pick a number.
I'll pick a number 1.
Well, that was so easy, Miss Arlene.
Ah,
She's the first person here.
ah. Well, number 1 doesn't get picked very often.
And Arlene, these, and anybody else that gets them, these are texture plates. If you get these in your prize package, let me put it on me a minute. These are texture plates, and you kind of, you can paint over them, you can
Cool.
pens over them, you can use crayons over them, whatever you want to use over them.
Oh, those are cool.
Really good papers. So there's a few of those in some of these. I don't remember who all's getting them, but because they're sealed, except for this one. Well, I think that it's not full yet. All right, Christy, pick a number.
5.
5. 5 is not here, I know.
You want me to pick another one?
Yeah, 5 left.
Okay, between 1 and
17.
16.
Okay. It's
What?
Christy Biddleson.
Well, let me pick another one.
I can send it to Alley Cat.
Well, yeah, that's true. That's,
You want me to do that?
oh my gosh, her head would explode.
Okay.
She would love that.
We're gonna
That child loves getting mail.
Aw.
Oh, Kathy sent her a little Mickey Mouse, like a traveler's notebook journal thing. Oh, she loved it. It's on her desk. If I could unclamp my webcam and show you, it's still on her desk. She loves that thing.
That's so
Last
cute.
one. Miss Judy, pick one.
Number 11.
Number 11 is Susie. You still
Yay.
got Susie? Yeah,
Sweet.
Susie, you're right there. Okay, that's 6. That's all I had packed up for tonight.
Oh, okay. So yay, 6 gifts.
Well, that is going to make Allie's day. I can't wait to tell her. So thank you. Okay, so you guys, let me see if I can get Amy's link, and I will pop that in so we can ride the bus over there.
Yeah, somebody drive the bus. Who's driving the bus?
I'll drive it.
Yay! Everybody
Not
hold
me.
on tight.
Not me. I had some wine.
Let's see. Let me get her link. Let me see if I can put this in. Hang tight.
And don't stick your head out the window because she takes sharp curves.
Yep. Okay, and Arlene put it in. Okay, and I'll just pop it right there too. So,
All right, bye everybody.
Bye.
bye.
Coming. Go over and check out Amy.
See you later. See you next week.
Thanks for hanging. Chas says I'll drive. I'm experienced.